How it got its name?
Isn't it some type of acronym from the theoreticians that constructed it first?
Yeah.
That's like the first few letters or something?
That's exactly right. And you know, it's so funny, 'cause to me it always sounds so mystical when they say Johari. It's two psychologists from California, one named Joe and the other name? Harry. So we demystified that pretty quick, didn't we? As we started to do it, that's exactly right. When we talk about the Johari window, there's an area that's known to ourselves and known to others. And that's the open area. You know it, I know it, we know it. Make sense? As we start to do it. There are areas that I know about me, but are not necessarily known to others. Not necessarily because I'm hiding it, not because there's something wrong. It's not about you, it's not about me. It's just we maybe have not had an opportunity to talk about it. True? Okay? Like up to this point, you don't know where I was born, right? But if I tell you I was born in Binghamton, New York, things go from the hidden area to the open area. True? By the way, I really wasn't born in Binghamton, New York on that. Okay? So there's areas that I know about me that you don't know about me. And those are just hidden for whatever reason. Yeah. The masking, there we go. Absolutely. Absolutely. Then there's areas that I don't know about me and you don't know about me. I call it the great unknown. Okay? Where we're going to be in 10 years. Okay? I don't even know what I'm going to have for dinner in 10 days. Okay, that's an unknown. So it can be big things, it can be little things, as we start to talk about that. So that's the great unknown. And then there's areas that are known to others, but are not known to me. Okay? And that's our blind spot that I talked about a little bit earlier. Other people know it, but I don't know it. Let me go back to, remember earlier I asked you, if you don't understand where somebody's behavior, what it's like, and you gave me some words to describe them, I remember it was crazy and difficult and all those words. Now, do you think if I were to ask that person to describe themselves, would they use those same things? No. And again, and I have a bias that people don't wake up in the morning and say, okay, let me see how many people I can irritate today. All right, maybe one or two. All right. But for the most part, okay, we don't do that. But is it fair to say that we still irritate other people? On that, I had a friend who once said, yeah, he says, some people are just like sandpaper on my skin. And I just know when they're coming. And it is. And for the most part, those people don't know that they're doing that. Okay? Or they don't know the effect of what they're doing. And so that's the area that we call our blind spot. And so one of the things that I think is important is if we can move things from the blind spot to the open area, then we become a community of understanding. Okay? And sometimes it's little things and sometimes it's big things. You know, how many times, and I need to look and make sure, have you had to say something? True? Okay, again, it went from the blind spot, okay, to the open area. No pun intended. We started to do that. So being aware of those kinds of things allows us to better understand why people do what they do. Okay? The more we understand, the better we work together. Questions, thoughts? Make sense? As we're starting to do that. Part of what we do, and this is a classic perception exercise, is the fact that